Okay, I'm going to go through a beginner's point class. So we're just going to do some really basic things to get your shoes broken in, but also really strengthen your feet and think about the dexterity of your feet. So I really want you in all of the exercises to really use all of your foot and make sure you're going through your foot. So I'm going to start off with some just really simple rises. We're just going to do rise onto demi-point, come down, demi-point, come down, demi-point, demi-down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate it once. We'll zoom in on my feet so you can just see my feet. And then I'll do the whole exercise with you with some music. Okay? So you've got demi, come down, demi, come down, demi, point, demi, come down. Repeat. Demi, come down, demi, come down, demi, point, demi, come down. Are you ready with some music? Ready? Demi, come down, demi, come down, demi, point, demi, down, and demi, come down, demi, come down, demi, point, demi, go again, and last time. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is just strengthen your legs to get some pliés while you're on point. So I want you to rise through again, making sure you're really rising through your foot like that. Then you're going to do a nice big plié in second while you're on point. So you're going to roll all the way up here. Squeeze, come over, make sure you're keeping your chest up, stretch and come down. So what I want you to make sure you're doing is you're getting right over that point there. So this part of your shoe is flush against your foot. What you don't want to be is there, so you're not quite over, push there. And that plie is going to help you do that. So we're just going to rise, plie, stretch and come down. Rise, plie, stretch and come down. We'll just do it to the same music. Ready? Ready? Rise, plie, stretch, come down. 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 Okay, so another way you can really get that nice arch and get that feeling of being up and over your foot is to just literally stretch over and push over your shoes. So you're just going to start with your feet in second. You're going to roll through your foot and push, come down. Roll through your foot, push, come down. Roll, push, come down, roll, push, come down. And then we get slightly faster, so you end up push, come down, push, come down, push. But it's that real up and over feeling that I want you to get. Let's find some different music. It's not that fast. Okay. Ready? So nice second. And push, come down, push. Go really roll through your foot. And then get faster. Bring your feet in narrower if you need to. Okay. Keep it as slow as you need. If you struggle with speeding it up, don't. It's a really good warm-up exercise. We'll go back to doing it nice and slowly, foot by foot. Okay. key thing with all of them is to make sure you're not gripping onto something for dear life. So if you do it on a chair or worktop, but what I don't want is like a press up with your arms. You need to imagine everything is lifting you up as you rise. So don't push. If you're pushing, you're not using your legs and your core, and you need to go back to some basic feet strengthening exercises. So for example, if you put your feet in parallel and you push through, your foot come down exactly the same as what we were just doing, but just in parallel, and some rises in parallel. So start with what we were doing, but if you feel you're doing those press ups, go back to that and the real basics of push through, push through, push through. I'm gonna have a look at some relevés. So you know the rules with your relevés. You start with a plie, snap up. So your toes replace your heels. So if you're in the kitchen or if you've got lines or something on the floor, put your toes on a line, plie, and when you releve, your toes should be behind that line. That was a really bad example. There, okay? What you don't want to do is this, because that's gonna hurt your feet. So it's a slide and a snap, not a jump up. So bend and snap, like Elwood's. Bend and snap, okay? When you've got that in parallel, try it in fifth. So you bend, feet together. So you should end up, if you do like a 360 of my feet, your feet are really close together. So you shouldn't have a gap like that between your feet. They should be nice and close together. So you come down and snap back in. If at any point you're struggling, go back to this parallel and dial it in. So just gonna do 7 relevés in fifth, and then 1 échappé changé. So your échappé changé is you bend, you come up, and you swap your feet. If you're struggling with the second, do 7, swap your feet. So it's an example of what we're going to do, and then we'll do it to music. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, échappé 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This is an example of if you struggle with the échappé. Just do that. Okay, with music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, échappé. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, échappé. Up. So make sure the impetus is on the up, 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 up. That's it. So you're up more than you're down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, échappé 8. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do is just some kurus. So kurus are teeny tiny little steps where you're just transferring your weight from one foot to the other. So this is the best way to start off anything on point one-footed, because it's a fraction of a second that you're on one foot, but you are transferring your weight. So you want to make sure you're really pulled up. Your knees need to be relaxed. If you don't relax your knees, you're going to end up peg leg like that and you're going to look like a weevil. So relax your knees and really small. Try not to think of it as down, like your relevés, up. If you go down, you're going to end up stomping and doing it really slow. So you want to imagine you've got to do it as fast as possible. So your feet are on fire, or why would your feet be on fire? I don't know, but you're on hot coals or something like that. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, keep your knees nice and relaxed. Keep it going. Try this holding onto something. If you are gripping onto the bar but you don't need to, try holding onto a wall and just put your hands there slightly so you've got a bit of support, but it's not a lifeline, okay? So we're just going to, I'll do it facing you, but you can do it facing a bar. We're just going to do kuru for 8 on one foot, swap round, kuru for 8 on the other. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll come down and start again. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come down, go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come down. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for now, because I think that's enough. You don't do loads and loads and loads of point work, because the more tired your feet get, the lazier you get, and the more you're going to do press-ups, and you're just going to end up with a hench upper body and useless feet. So work on your feet. What some nice exercises you can do, if I take my shoe off, to work on the dexterity of your feet is literally picking stuff up with your toes. So when you're just sitting watching TV, you can grab a pen and just practice picking a pen up with your feet. As you can see, it's quite difficult. And one of the things to do when you've picked the pen up, I'm doing a useless job, try to see how long you can hold it. See if you can hop to the end of the room with the pen, or hop back, or get something like a cloth and practice gripping the cloth, and that's just going to really, really work on the strength of your toes and of your feet. Thanks.